Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another special episode of English for Beginners, the podcast. I am so happy you are here today. This is the place where learning English feels easy, calm, and friendly. I am Jasmine, and I will be your guide today as we explore a story that changed my perspective on life.
And I am Mark. Hello to all our friends and listeners around the world. Whether you are walking, driving, or just relaxing at home, we are glad you are practicing your English with us. Today's episode is very important because we are talking about a feeling everyone has felt, the feeling of not being enough.
That is so true, Mark. How many times have we looked at someone else and thought, why can't I be like them? We compare our lives to others and feel unhappy. We think others have more money, more success, or a better life, but we often forget to appreciate the good things we already have.
Exactly. We forget that everybody has their own challenges, struggles, and problems. Today, we are going to share a story about a crow who thought his life was miserable. He dreamed of becoming any bird except himself. But through an incredible journey, he discovered a truth that changed him forever.
This story holds a secret that can transform how you see your own life. So, listeners, please listen to the end. These few minutes might help you find the happiness you've been searching for in all the wrong places.
Before we start the story, a quick reminder. If you enjoy these lessons, please subscribe and like this episode. It helps English for Beginners, the podcast, reach more people. Now, Jasmine, let's begin. Where does our story start?
Our story starts once upon a time in a thick green jungle. In this jungle, there lived a crow. Most crows are busy finding food, but this crow was very unhappy. Every morning he would look at his reflection in a pond, see his black feathers, and feel sad.
I can imagine him sitting there. He would cry out, "Why am I so ugly? Why are my feathers so dark? Why can't I be beautiful like the other birds in this forest?"
One day, the crow was sitting on a tree branch, crying very loudly. His tears fell down like tiny raindrops. Below that very tree, a wise man, a sadhu, was sitting quietly and meditating. He felt the teardrops on his face and opened his eyes. He saw the crow was crying and felt sorry for him.
The sadhu looked up and asked gently, "My dear bird, why are you crying so much? What is wrong?" The crow flew down, sat near the wise man, and said with deep sadness, "O wise one, I am so unhappy. I look ugly. Nobody likes me. When I sit near people, they shoo me away. I hate my black feathers. I wish I could be any bird but a crow."
The sadhu smiled warmly. He didn't tell the crow he was wrong. Instead, he said, "I have the power to transform you. I can change you into any bird you wish. But first, you must do something for me." The crow was so excited. He asked, "What must I do? I will do anything."
The sadhu told him, "You must go out into the world and find a bird which is truly happy. Go and ask all the other birds about their lives. Learn the truth, then come back to me."
The crow felt excited and hopeful. He flew away immediately to start his journey. He thought, "This is easy. I will find a happy bird in no time." First, the crow found a graceful swan swimming in a clear blue lake. The swan's feathers shone like snow in the sunlight.
The crow flew down and said, "Brother Swan, you are so beautiful and elegant. Your feathers are like silk. You must be the happiest bird in the entire world." But the swan sighed deeply and looked sad.
The swan said, "Happy? Oh no, dear crow. I am actually very sad. Look at my plain white feathers. I have no color at all. I am just one boring color. I wish I could be bright and colorful like the parrot. He has green and red and yellow. He is much luckier than me."
The crow was surprised. He thought beauty meant happiness, but the swan was miserable. So the crow flew to find a bright green parrot sitting on a mango tree. The parrot's feathers were beautiful. The crow said, "Brother parrot, your colors are so bright. You must be the happiest bird in the jungle."
But the parrot looked around nervously. He whispered, "Happy? I live in constant fear, my friend. Humans love my colors so much that they want to catch me and put me in a cage. I can never rest peacefully. I wish I could be red like the cardinal. At least he can hide better than me in the red flowers."
So the crow was starting to feel confused. Beauty made the parrot a prisoner. Next, the crow found a bright red cardinal. The cardinal's feathers glowed like tiny flames. The crow said, "Brother Cardinal, your red color is magnificent. You must be very happy."
But the cardinal shook his head. He said, "My bright red feathers make me visible to every hawk and eagle in the sky. I am always in danger. I wish I could be small and quick like the hummingbird. She is so fast that no one can catch her."
So the crow flew to a flower garden. He found a tiny hummingbird moving so fast she was just a blur of colors. He said, "Sister Hummingbird, you are so quick and graceful. You must be very happy."
The hummingbird paused for just a second. She said, "Who told you I am happy? I can never rest. I must work all day long to find nectar just to stay alive. My heart beats so fast that I am always tired. I wish I could be strong and powerful like the eagle. He can rest whenever he wants."
The crow flew higher, up to the mountain peaks. He found a majestic eagle looking strong and fearless. The crow said, "Brother Eagle, you were the king of birds. You were powerful and strong. You must be the happiest of all."
But the eagle's eyes looked lonely. He said, "Are you joking? How could I be happy when I am completely alone? Every bird and animal fears me. I have no friends to talk to. I wish I could be wise like the owl. At least people respect wisdom."
That night, the crow found an owl. He said, "Brother Owl, you are so wise and clever. Everyone calls you the teacher of the forest. You must be happy."
But the owl hooted sadly. He said, "People think I bring bad luck. They fear me and chase me away. Children throw stones at me. I wish I could be beautiful like the peacock. Everyone loves beauty."
The very next day, the crow reached a zoo. There he found a magnificent peacock. The peacock's tail feathers were like a rainbow of colors. Hundreds of people were standing around his cage, taking pictures and saying, "Oh, how beautiful!"
The crow waited until the people left. He flew down and said, "Brother Peacock, you are the most beautiful bird in the world. Surely you must be the happiest. Thousands of people come to see you every day."
The peacock opened his colorful tail, but his eyes were full of sadness. He said, "You are wrong, my dear friend. I am trapped in this cage because of my beauty. I cannot fly freely like you. I cannot go wherever I want. I have lost my freedom for these feathers."
Then the peacock looked at the crow and said something that changed everything. He asked, "Do you know who I envy the most? I envy you, my dear crow." The crow's eyes opened wide. "Me? You envy me?"
"Yes," said the peacock. "You have the greatest treasure of all, freedom. You can fly anywhere, anytime. No one wants to catch you. No one wants to put a crow in a cage. You are truly free to go where you wish. That is real happiness."
The crow flew back to the wise sadhu as fast as he could. His heart was beating with excitement. He finally understood. He told the sadhu, "Oh, wise one, I have visited all the birds. I learned that every bird has problems."
He explained, "The swan wants color, the parrot fears capture, the cardinal hides from predators, the eagle is lonely, the owl is misunderstood, and the peacock is a prisoner. And I learned that I am the only one who is truly free."
The sadhu nodded with pride and asked, "So, which bird do you want to become now?" The crow shook his head happily and said, "No, wise man, I want to remain a crow. I am grateful for what I have."
From that day on, the crow never cried about his feathers again.
He flew freely through the jungle, feeling happy and content. He had learned that happiness comes from appreciating what we already have, not from wanting what others possess.
This is the heart of our lesson today on English for Beginners, the podcast. True wisdom is learning to be grateful for our own blessings.
There is a famous proverb, "The grass always seems greener on the other side."
It means we always think others have a better life, but the reality is they are fighting battles you know nothing about. Peace and happiness cannot be achieved by becoming someone else. True happiness comes from being grateful for what you already possess.
Think about the crow. He discovered that his life was actually much better than the perfect birds he met. What treasures are you overlooking in your own life? Are you healthy? Do you have a family? Do you have the freedom to learn English right now?
Start practicing gratitude today. When you look in the mirror, don't look for what is missing, look for what is there. Contentment comes from changing your perspective, not from changing your circumstances.
We want to hear from you, our listeners. Tell us in the comments, what is one blessing in your life that you have forgotten to appreciate? Sharing it helps you realize how rich you truly are.
If this story helped you see your life from a new perspective, please like and share it. We want to help others find this happiness too. Subscribe to English for Beginners, the podcast, for more stories like this.
Remember, you already have everything you need to be happy. You just need to recognize it. Until next time, stay peaceful, stay grateful, and keep appreciating the beautiful life you've been given.
The person who appreciates the good things they are blessed with is the happiest person in the world. Thank you for listening.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.